Good afternoon, folks. It's Gary here, and today I was planning on showing you Bless, but unfortunately, it's an open beta, and with open betas comes downtime. And just as I went to record, we happened to catch a patch being put in, so I have a backup plan. Today, we're going to be playing Runescape. This game just had a new client put in, and it's also where I lost the majority of my childhood. So let's just jump in and see how it plays. So we're in Runescape. At least I think it's Runescape because this doesn't look anything like what I used to play when I was a kid. Holy crap, what a job they have done bringing this game forwards into the 21st century. It looks absolutely stunning. So the game just gives you pickaxes and rods right off the bat, which is nice because that was always a ball ache having to get that kind of thing. And you'd always forget them. Just as I turn up, it all starts popping off. So they've tried to modernise the combat a bit. I'm not really sure I'm digging it, to be honest. RuneScape had its place, and that was just that nice AFK combat.
It cannot be. How did...
So that was a pretty cool tutorial, to be fair. I have wasted many a minute of my life in Lumbridge, and it's never looked quite this good. Let's go kill some cows. The thing I love about MMOs is the escapism. If you walked into a field and started attacking all the farmyard animals in it, you would get arrested. And honestly, you would deserve it. Because what the fuck are you doing? Slaughtering calves, you sick fuck. How good does this game look? I can see Al Kharid from here. That's amazing. Right, it's time to cook all my meat up. Hook me up with your cooking range, son. So this bastard won't let us use his range until we help him make a cake. So we're going to be doing the chef's assistant quest, which I think has been in the game as long as I can remember. So in order to do that, you need some milk, you need some flour, and you need some eggs. First things first, I really want to cook this meat. How is it that we are about 14 years on and few games give me the satisfaction of just cutting down a tree, cooking my character up some meat, and just taking in the scenery? Come on, mate, we milking you. We got ourselves some top quality milk. These are just regular eggs. Where is your master? Super large egg. Lovely. So we're on our way to get ourselves some top quality flour. Not any of that run-of-the-mill Tesco bollocks. Run-of-the-mill. Oh, crack me up. If there was ever a person who was ever going to work in a mill, it would be Millie Miller. Use wheat from your inventory on the hopper. In we go. Extra fine flour. Preheat that oven, big boy, because I'm bringing back the goods. I don't know there were Super Saiyans in RuneScape. So we've helped our chef out of a pickle there. And because of that, we can now use his range, which is a really nice touch. I have to say, I really enjoyed that quest. So I'm going to keep on butchering these poor defenseless animals until we get ourselves 200 feathers, we'll say. Because I'm interested to see how the market is on this game now. Okay guys, we've got 210 feathers. Let's go and see if we can make bank off this. Oh, I'm too tired to run. Oh, so close though. So the Grand Exchange is essentially an auction house where players can buy and sell their goods. So I put them in there. Gonna confirm our offer. Oh, have they sold right away? So we've made ourselves 10,000 just from killing a few innocent farm animals, basically. We pasted that poultry into profit, boys. So I've now got myself an iron plate body, iron plate legs, and I might just see if I can get a new weapon. So let's go for iron sword. So what I've done here is I'm looking to buy an iron sword, but no one is selling one for the price that I'm willing to pay. So I can just leave this offer in here, and if someone does come along and sell that item, my bid will automatically swoop in and we'll get that straight away. Okay, so as we can see here, Our defense is currently level 9, so one more level. And we'll be able to equip that iron plate we bought. Love that little kick. So we've got 10 defense now. So it's going to be a magical moment. Boom! Oh. What? Has my character got an invisible erection? Ooh, mysterious ruins. That I don't have access to. So will therefore remain mysterious. Someone's actually sold me an iron sword. So we'll head towards the Grand Exchange and pick that up. Whilst I'm heading there, it gives me a great opportunity to talk about this game's membership options. Essentially, this game is £6 if you wish to subscribe. Now, subscribing will give you access to the following areas. As a free-to-play player, we can only access certain areas of the wilderness, which I believe is a player killing area, and this section of the world. The same also applies to certain skills, such as herb lore is a members only skill. I think the free-to-play system is completely fair. It gives you a really good feel for the game. I don't think anyone would ever be hoodwinked into buying membership on this. There's plenty of quests, plenty to see and plenty to do before you will ever run out of content as a free player. So just whilst we're mining here, I just wanted to bring your attention to this upgrades and extras screen. We've already talked about RuneScape membership and how that's £6 a month. However, in addition to that, we've also got this bond system. Now this works like Plex does in EVE. On top of this, we also can presumably buy keys in which to open treasure chests. We can also buy emotes, hairstyles, different cosmetic items. We also have this rune metrics where we can get access to a free metric tracking tool should we want it. However, we can also pay for the pro version of this, which works out about £11 if you go for over 3 months. I think they've gone a bit overboard. There's just so many different ways in which they are trying to get money out of you that it belittles the experience a little bit for me. Okay, so I'm just smelting those ores together and making myself some bronze bars. So what can I make here? I think it's time to make myself a little bronze helm. So I've set myself a little bit of a stupid challenge. I'm going to try and make it to the end of Varrock Dungeon, which, at least when I played, was a fairly tricky dungeon to make it to the end of. So we're going to try and net ourselves a few fish here, cook these up, and see if we can make it. I still haven't quite gotten over how good this game looks. So we just hit level 5 fishing. Let's cook these up and let's see if we can make it. Jesus Christ, you're like my fucking missus! Stop cremating them, love! It's time for a date with destiny. I'm going in. Does nothing attack you anymore? What have they done? Why does nothing attack you anymore? This is so shit! I get it, okay? You don't want me to be able to stand here and get experience whilst essentially doing nothing. But at the same time, you've gutted what made this game so fun. It was awesome walking into these dungeons and you really were scared of what was going to come. I'm literally taking their eggs. I am killing their newborn. And they could not give a fuck. This is so stupid. So that was far less epic than I was hoping. I remember when you were the Mutt's nuts if you had an Addy plate. What the fuck is this guy? So RuneScape has moved towards a very PvE centric playstyle now with raids and quite a lot of party content. I don't really agree with this mindset because, to be honest, the game doesn't react to your clicks quick enough to make it fun. Check this out. I'm running in this direction. Oh, I'm going to change to that direction. Click. There's like a half a second delay between my movement and the click in which I've prompted it. I think RuneScape for me excels when it comes to the trade skills and general feel of how interconnected the world all is. I think it's tried to make itself wow. And it's just not a strength of the game or its engine, unfortunately. Well, this highwayman wants some. An entire dungeon of spiders don't fight me, but the highwayman wants some. Have some of that, son. So we're coming to the end of our time in RuneScape, and it's important to remember that this game is 15 years old. It's a massive achievement that we're even still here talking about this game. A lot of what it done well 15 years ago, it still does well today. The questing and the trade skills are an example for any MMO looking to craft a solid foundation for their game. The problem with the game is, it refuses to accept the fact that it's 15 years old. They still want the action combat and the PvE that, to be honest, the very core of the engine just doesn't support. It feels too sluggish for me to ever want to take it seriously. Overall, I love RuneScape. It's got a certain charm to it that other games just don't possess. But you have to go into this game with a very chilled approach. You're not going to get anywhere fast, and you are competing against players who have been playing for 15 years. So just take that into account. Next week we're definitely going to have a look at Bless, because I'm going to try and time it a little bit better. Thanks ever so much for watching. Take care of yourselves.